1956 was a year of dusty highways, flickering neon tavern signs, and radios glowing warm on kitchen tables across America. Quiet legends were being born in dance halls and county fairs, far from the spotlight. The York brothers were blending grit with humor, while the Collins kids brought youth and fire to the stage. These are 12 obscure country bands from 1956 that deserve their moment in the light, and might just stir a memory or two. Number 12, When They Ring Those Golden Bells, by the Foggy River Boys.
Oh, when they ring those golden bells, Lord.
Our countdown begins with the Foggy River Boys, a vocal harmony group whose sound felt like Sunday morning sunlight through stained glass. Formed in Missouri and recording on labels like Decca and RCA, their 1956 performances blended gospel, country, and early pop in a way that was gentle but deeply stirring. When They Ring Those Golden Bells wasn't a charting hit, but it became a favorite on Southern radio shows and small-town revival circuits.
The sweet forever, and we only.
One of the group's quiet secrets was their background. Several members once sang under the name the Jordanaires. Before that lineup famously joined Elvis Presley. The Foggy River Boys had that same polished choir-like blend before the world knew it was history. Picture an AM radio drifting softly through a farmhouse kitchen, biscuits in the oven, someone humming along without thinking.
Oh, don't you hear the bell?
Their legacy? Proof that the heart of country music has always had one foot in the church pew. From sacred harmonies, we travel to something shaped by dusty barroom floors and late-night confessions. Number 11, A Woman's Answer, by the Tennessee Drifters.
I will not let you say a woman's part must be to give exclusive.
The Tennessee Drifters weren't chart toppers, but they were road warriors. Playing roadhouses and VFW halls across the Deep South, they cut regional singles through the mid-1950s, including A Woman's Answer, a slow-dancing tune loaded with longing.
Whom I longed in vain to see. I loved the
Released on a small independent label, copies were often hand-distributed from the trunk of their car. Money was tight, so recording sessions were fast. One take, live to acetate, mistakes, and all. But that rawness gave the song its bruise-colored sincerity.
I love all those who love you, all who owe comfort.
There's a story that the lead singer recorded his vocal after working a full shift at a textile mill, voice scratchy, eyes tired. And it shows in every line. Imagine couples swaying in a dim hall, cigarette smoke lifting toward yellowed ceiling tiles, someone resting their head on a shoulder they hoped would stay.
Will you be jealous? Did you guess before I loved so?
Though they never found national fame, the Tennessee Drifters captured the everyday tenderness of real working folks. Now let's step into something livelier. A band that brought dance halls to life. Number 10, Playboy, by the Miller Brothers. Tulsa.
We're the Texas Playboys from the Lone Star State. Oh, no. And if you like the...
Based out of eastern Oklahoma, the Miller Brothers were staples of the honky-tonk and western swing circuit. Their 1956 local hit Playboy came from the KVOO radio scene in Tulsa, a legendary hub that nurtured countless bands who never quite broke nationwide. The Miller Brothers were known for their tight twin fiddles and playful lyrics that poked fun at the nightlife crowd.
Now listen everybody from near and far, if you want to know who we are.
The title might sound risky for the time, but it was mostly winks, nods, and toe-tapping charm. Their biggest challenge was simply geography. Big radio simply didn't reach every talent-rich corner of America. Picture a packed Saturday night dance floor, wood boards thumping like a heartbeat, the band leader calling out the steps between verses.
Aw, fellas, never do brag, never do.
The Miller brothers left behind few national records, but ask anyone who heard them live. They made small town nights feel larger than life. Now we head to a king of barn stomp rhythm. Number 9, Gonna Dance All Night by Hard Rock Gunter and the Pebbles.
The boogie on the doghouse to make things right. We're gonna rock and roll while we dance all night.
Hard Rock Gunter was one of country's earliest rockabilly bridge builders, a man ahead of his time. By 1956, he was recording electric, rhythmic country that predated the rock and roll explosion by just a blink.
Gather around, friends, and let me tell you what to do. We got a little tune we'd like to play for you. When that rhythm...
Gonna Dance All Night was his calling card, a fast-tempo spark that set dance floors buzzing. Gunter was known for his humor and his unstoppable energy. He'd shout, joke, and riff between lines, making every show feel loose and wild.
Everybody's a rockin'. Hear the shuffle of their feet? Just listen.
But because he recorded for small labels and regional distributors, his fire never spread as far as it should have. Picture a roadside dance barn lit with string bulbs, couples spinning, boots scraping sawdust, someone hollering, "Turn it up," over the band. Hard Rock Gunter didn't just play music, he lit a fuse.
We're the wheels through the ceiling and it ready as a sight. We're gonna rock and roll while we dance all night.
His legacy became clearer later, when rockabilly historians called him one of the missing links. We move now into one of country harmony's purest duos. Number 8, Rattlesnake Daddy by the Bailey Brothers. The Bailey brothers, Charles and Danny, brought an Appalachian tightness to harmony singing that most groups could only dream of. Rattlesnake Daddy may sound playful, but it was rooted in the mountain tradition. Banjo forward, fiddle sharp, voices intertwined like family roots themselves. Recording primarily for small southern labels, they never achieved major chart success, but their style influenced the coming bluegrass wave. Bill Monroe himself held respect for their phrasing, and later, Southern gospel quartets studied their tonal balance. Imagine a front porch evening, crickets chirping, children playing barefoot in the yard, and someone tuning a banjo by ear. The Bailey brothers didn't chase fame. They sang because that was life, breath, and belonging. Their legacy ripples through bluegrass festivals to this day, and now,
Just a rattlesnake daddy.
a family band who brought humor and charm to rural airwaves. Number 7, No Help Wanted by the Carlisles, led by Bill Carlisle.
Well, you could use a little help.
The Carlisles specialized in upbeat novelty songs with heart. No Help Wanted wasn't just a tune. It was practically a performance routine.
Now I've got a gal from New Orleans. She's the prettiest little thing that you ever...
Released on Mercury Records, it charted modestly, but it really lived on live radio shows where Bill's comedic timing turned lyrics into theater. Their secret weapon was young singer Betty Amos, whose clear, ringing voice cut through the humor with musical grace.
I'm gonna buy her diamond ring and we'll get married in the spring.
There were rumors that she improvised harmonies on the spot, and the band just rolled with it. Picture a living room radio glowing softly, a family gathering around after supper, laughter mixing with melody.
Well, I'm gonna take her honky-tonky tonight, and we're gonna do everything up.
The Carlisles reminded America that country music didn't always have to ache. Sometimes it could grin. From laughter, we shift to something rougher, rowdier, and full of brotherly mischief. Number 6, Ham Tramak Mama by the York Brothers.
Talk about your truckin' mama, boys, I've got one. She's a Hamtramck baby.
The York Brothers, George and Leslie, built their name in Detroit honky-tonks, far from Nashville. Their 1956 era standout, Hamtramck Mama, blended country twang with urban barroom swagger.
She's the hottest thing in town. Oh, Lordy.
The title referenced a working-class neighborhood full of factory employees, musicians, and late-night characters. The song hit controversy early, considered too suggestive for some radio programmers, but that only made it spread faster in juke joints and taverns. Their harmonies were tight, but their lyrics carried a wink.
She's the hottest thing in town. Oh, Lord.
Picture a long oak bar, neon beer sign buzzing, a laughter-filled room where folks worked hard all week and came here to forget. The York Brothers captured that America, gritty, tired, alive. If these classics are bringing back memories, hit that like button and subscribe.
Our sheriff don't allow, 'cause I heard him say, but we'll go to Hamtramck.
We post new country countdowns every week, keeping the golden years close to heart. Now, we enter the top half, where the emotional stakes deepen. Number 5, Stop the World and Let Me Off by Johnny and Jack. Johnny Wright and Jack Anglin were cousins by marriage, but on stage, they felt like brothers. By 1956, their recording of Stop the World and Let Me Off was gaining quiet traction on the Louisiana hayride circuit. The song was a plea for escape, sung with weary resignation. The pair had endured personal hardships, long tours, and uncertain money. But through it all, their harmonies remained aching and intimate.
I lost the wonder of her kiss.
Their voices felt like nighttime, soft, blue, and bruised. Imagine a long-distance truck driver listening on an AM radio through the dark, headlights stretching like twin stars across an empty highway. Johnny and Jack gave voice to the quiet sorrows we don't talk about. Now, to a group whose sound was born in the church house. Number 4, Light at the River by Carl Story and his Rambling Mountaineers.
I once wandered out in sin and despair.
Carl Story was known as the father of bluegrass gospel, though his fame never spread far beyond regional radio. His 1956 recording of Light at the River was a gentle reminder of faith through hardship. Tight harmonies, mandolin fills, and soft tempo combined into something hushed and sincere.
Bow your head in shame. Are you walking and a talking for the Lord?
Carl wasn't flashy. He was steady. A man of deep belief who traveled constantly to sing in churches and tent gatherings. His music wasn't meant for the charts, it was meant for souls. Picture folding chairs in a revival tent, summer heat rising, everyone singing the chorus together.
I was from my mother.
Carl's Story left behind countless recordings, but more importantly, he left comfort. Now, to a band whose song would later become a standard. Number 3, Release Me by Jimmy Heap and the Melody Masters.
Release me and let me love again.
Before Ray Price and Engelbert Humperdinck made it world famous, Release Me belonged to Jimmy Heap and the Melody Masters. Their 1956 version brought country tearfulness to the forefront. Steel guitar mournful, tempo slow, vocals raw. Jimmy Heap's band was known for precision.
And I always wanted you.
Each player a master in their own right. But despite their talent, national promotion was scarce. Big labels focused their attention elsewhere, and the melody masters remained a regional treasure. Picture someone alone in a parked car outside a dance hall, radio low, deciding whether to go inside or drive away. That's the emotional space Jimmy Heap captured. Crossroads and heartache. From sorrow comes a spark of youthful energy. Number 2. Hop, Skip, and Jump by the Collins Kids.
The sensational Collins Kids. I think you might be interested to know that
Larry and Lori Collins were teenagers with talent that felt almost supernatural. By 1956, they were appearing on Tex Ritter's Town Hall Party show, charming audiences with their synchronized harmonies and youthful charisma. Hop, Skip, and Jump showcased their playful, bright spirit. Larry's double-neck Mosrite guitar became part of country legend.
There's a real cute boy who lives next door, and he can vibe with the
He could play lightning-fast riffs while still smiling like he was having the time of his life. Lori's voice carried innocence, but also surprising emotional depth. Imagine a family gathered around the black and white TV, amazed at kids not much older than their own taking over the stage like seasoned pros. The Collins Kids brought joy.
They bop so long, they don't know what to do.
Pure and unguarded. And now, our number 1 band, full of humor, twang, and pure heart. Number 1, I'm Just as Lucky as You by the Farmer Boys.
The songbird yearned to sing a love song.
The Farmer Boys, Danny Dill and Bobby Williamson, specialized in cheerful, wink-filled country humor. I'm Just as Lucky as You didn't top national charts, but it lit up local dance halls and late-night radio spots in 1956.
That's all I do, my dear.
Their charm was sincerity. They sounded like two friends singing on the porch after chores. Yet behind the easy smiles, Danny Dill was a powerhouse songwriter who would later co-write one of the greatest country ballads of all time, Long Black Veil.
Yearning just for you.
Picture a rural kitchen after supper, screen door open, warm breeze drifting in, someone lightly tapping a foot along with the radio. The Farmer Boys made everyday life feel musical. If you've enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more country classics every week. And there you have it, 12 overlooked gems from 1956. A year when country music was blooming in dance halls, radio studios, and kitchen table jam sessions across America. These weren't the superstars. These were the storytellers, the road players, the heartbeat of small towns. Their music reminds us that history isn't only shaped by those in the spotlight, but also by those who played because they simply loved to play. Join us next time as we explore 1981 country songs we'll never forget. A year of new voices, bigger stages, and changing sounds. Until then, keep the music close.